Once upon a time, there was a young prince named Leo who lived in a grand castle with his parents, the king and queen. Leo was a curious and adventurous boy who loved exploring the castle's hidden passages and secret rooms. One day, while exploring a dusty old bookshelf, Leo found a strange old book with a lock on it. He tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. Curiosity got the best of him, and he decided to find the key. After hours of searching, he finally found the key hidden in a secret compartment in the castle's walls. He excitedly unlocked the book and was shocked to see that the pages were completely blank. Leo was disappointed and confused, but he couldn't shake the feeling that there was something special about the book. He decided to keep it with him wherever he went, hoping that one day, he would find out what it was for. Years went by, and Leo grew up to become a wise and just king. He ruled his kingdom with fairness and compassion, and his people loved him dearly. One day, a great evil descended upon the kingdom. A wicked sorcerer had come to take over the land and enslave its people. The sorcerer's army was vast and powerful, and it seemed as though there was no hope for the kingdom. Leo knew that he had to act quickly to save his people. He called upon his bravest knights and his wisest advisors to come up with a plan. They searched high and low for a way to defeat the sorcerer, but nothing seemed to work. One day, as Leo was sitting in his chambers, he remembered the old book he had found so many years ago. He had never been able to figure out its purpose, but he had a feeling that it might hold the key to defeating the sorcerer. Leo brought out the book and examined it carefully. He noticed that there was a small inscription on the cover that read, "Only the pure of heart can read these pages." Leo realized that he had never tried to read the book himself. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and focused on his pure intentions to protect his people. When he opened his eyes, he saw that the pages of the book were no longer blank. The book contained ancient spells and incantations that could defeat the sorcerer and his army. Leo quickly gathered his knights and advisors and showed them the book. The group studied the spells carefully and began to prepare for battle. On the day of the battle, Leo led his army into the field. The sorcerer and his army were waiting for them, ready to attack. But as the sorcerer raised his wand, Leo recited one of the spells from the book. The sorcerer's wand began to glow, and he fell to the ground, defeated. Leo and his army continued to recite the spells from the book, and the sorcerer's army began to retreat, unable to withstand their power. The kingdom was saved, and Leo had become a hero to his people. After the battle, Leo realized that the book had been a gift from his ancestors, who had passed it down from generation to generation. It was meant to be used only in times of great need and by someone with a pure heart. Leo felt grateful to have been chosen as the book's keeper and promised to use its power only for good. He continued to rule his kingdom with fairness and compassion, and his people prospered under his leadership. Years went by, and Leo grew old and wise. One day, he passed the old book down to his own son, who would soon become king. The young prince gazed upon the book with wonder and realized the great responsibility that came with it. And so, the book continued to be passed down through the generations, and the people of the kingdom knew that they could always count on its power to protect them in times of need. And Leo's legacy lived on, as a great king who had saved his people with the help of an old, mysterious book.